That your little pretty one?
Yeah.
Right, let's see what I pick up. Here we go. I'm gonna have. I don't want a big one. There we go. Right, so that's my attempt to try and sink Yorkshire. This is day one of the coast to coast. So all we have to do now is 190 something miles, all depending on how often I get us lost. Might not be as warm today, but it's almost the perfect weather for us. It's currently not raining, which is nice, though we are due some later on this afternoon. And I think we turn right, just around that thing, around that peninsula. But look at this, we've got bluebells on the coast. I thought they lived in forests. So this is the last time we'll see the west coast. We won't see any more water for another 180 miles, would you say?
I've got a clue.
Something like that, 180, might be less.
Depending on whether you get us lost.
There we go. Just walked up from the coast, and from this point, you just see all the mountains here. And you think, how the hell are we going to get over them? I bet these look really, really puny. Let's cut to a still that's a bit zoomed in so they look more impressive. It's just coming towards the railway line. Is that the west coast one, the main line? No, it's not electrified, is it? No, I'm talking rubbish.
Like you, normal?
Yeah, you'll get used to that. If you're listening to me for the first time, you'll get used to it. What a lot of sheep. And a few cows.
Yeah, but we've got to go through that first.
Ah, we're over there, we're going to miss them out. We're just coming up to our first hill. Our first hill in Cumbria. I think it's classed as Cumbria, yeah, I'm sure it is. Called Dent Hill. It's not very big, perfectly honest, it's just a little taster. Just to tantalise you as you're going towards the real big uns. We've come across loads of walkers. Mostly of them sat eating their lunch, I think.
There's that peacock again.
Bet you can't hear the peacock on the vid. There we go, that's about 9 miles down, by the way. Well, I've forgotten how steep that was. But you don't have to get a good view from up here. And this is what's on the other side of Dent.
Stunning.
Any idea which way we're going? It's kind of down there, isn't it? And then around the back of that. This is very pretty. It's due to a, let's call this a navigational mishap. Last time, it was 10 years ago, we didn't come this way. So we're back on the right route this time. It's a bit prettier than walking along the road, I've got to say. I think we've got about a mile to run. Well, walk. Well,
yeah,
meander.
we're not walking, running.
Meander.
Ramble.
We don't do ramble.
No, we do random rambling.
When Steph starts to ramble, you can't stop her. So this is our 10th wedding anniversary day.
Tin, 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 tin.
10th on the 10th. So today
Yeah.
we just have the walk up Ennerdale. We done that right?
Yeah, Ennerdale Water.
Ennerdale Water. But for now, that way. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? So I guess we're just a mile or two away from Blacktail now, aren't we?
Yeah.
So these are all the people that are catching us up. This is Blacktail Youth Hostel, is that way. Any excuse is a good one to get your breath back coming up here. But wow, this kind of takes your breath away anyway. It's a bit nippy up here, so Steph's put a few more warm togs on, as have I, which is a surprise to Steph. So what we're looking at now, we're looking down towards, excuse me, sorry about that, Stonethwaite and Rosthwaite. It's down that way. The slate quarries are behind us, they're up there. So it's basically all downhill to our overnight at Stonesthwaite. Well, I just had an argument with a tree root. You can probably see I lost. Oh well, it's a souvenir to take back home with me. Right, meanwhile, just coming to the end of day 2. And look at this, the sun's out, lots of sheep, look at, little lambs, some of them are absolutely pristine, Purcell white. And here's where we're stopping. Somewhere in here. I think it's that one there, but who knows. We're on day 3. And today I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of these. I can hear a cuckoo in the background. Geronimo. It seems to be following us, so we're going to call it Geronimo.
Again.
Geronimo the tracking cuckoo. Having to put up with scenery like this as we go for a walk. Well, I can think of worse things to do. Somehow we've got to get up there. I don't know how. There must be a way through somewhere. We've done it before. Well, just as we got to the top of there, it all flattened out. And then we're here now. Carry on. Oh, we're at the top. Oh, well, you think so, wouldn't you? No, we're not. I'm knackered already. Oh, we finally made it up to the top. More false summits than anything, that. Well, the footpath on this bit isn't very well trod at all, so we're avoiding Grasmere, which is that way. I don't suppose you can see anybody there, but there's everybody walking down that way. But our route is over this way. We stopped for lunch. The RAF were just giving us a flyby. Some chaps, I forgot what I call them now, Richard and Neil. The 2 heads that you can see bobbing along in front of us. Actually, you probably can't see them, they're too far away now. I guess they'll stop for lunch shortly and then we'll overtake them. Had a lot of climbing today, and we've still got a lot of climbing to do. We've got to get over these in front of us next. Take a deep breath. We're off up here. This is one of the easier ways of getting towards Helvellyn. It's really, really windy today. We've got to give Helvellyn a miss, because I suspect we'll just get blown straight off it. Oh, there we go, pink sheep. Well, here we are. And look at that, joy of joys, they've got a bar. That was one hell of a climby day today. It really was a hell of a climby day. Well, what a difference today. So it's the beginning of day 4, we're now hopping it across to Shap. The sun's out, it's quite chilly actually, out of the sun. You know, can almost see your breath. I don't know if you can see it up there, there's still snow on top of Helvellyn. We didn't bother going up there.
Too bloody windy.
Too windy, that was too knackered. Right, so we get some heavy breathing. Because this is a long way up, and it's quite sharp. Alright, apparently we're not the last to come up here. Hello. Now this is, oh, but you can't see. This is quite something. Look at all this lot, they're repairing the path. It's actually making it really difficult to walk up. Oh, what a view though. It's a fantastic view. You can still see the top of Helvellyn over there with the snow on it. It's been so warm and yet there's still snow on the top of Helvellyn. It's not amazing. There's altitude for you. We're at Angleton now. And those geese are having a right old go at each other. This is so calm and still, it's beautiful. Well, there's Steph taking a picture of me. Well, I just managed to direct and pile the people to the wrong bit of hill. Never mind, it wasn't that far away. How much of this you'll see? Say hiya. Hello! Completely lost sight of Helvellyn now, it must be over there somewhere.
No, there's still snow on it.
Oh, Steph can see some snow. Oh, it's there, isn't it? Yeah, oh yeah, it's there. It's there. Well, there's the shortcut down to Haweswater. Sadly, I haven't got a parachute. Just going up to Kirsty Pike. Go on, place your bets on which is Kirsty Pike. It's a big old thing, isn't it? It's the very top of Kirsty Pike. I know, it's another little video of a beautiful landscape, but while we're up high I might as well get my use out of it. We found a lovely place for our lunch. I'll just span it. What do we think? Could it be nicer? Couldn't be more peaceful, that's for sure. Yes, it does smack of a landslide. It's quite a lot of rock for it to landslide.
Aye. Glad we weren't there when it slid.
You're not kidding.
I think it would have been a bit.
Oh, it's the Haweswater Hotel straight across, isn't it?
Yeah.
This being Haweswater.
Yeah.
So we come away from Haweswater, and all of a sudden, all the mountains are behind us, and it's all rolly countryside.
We go bare slightly right here.
We're at Sharp Abbey.
Oh yeah, Sharp Abbey, hello.
This is going to be a very quick video of it bit, so we've got to get to our B&B before 6 o'clock. So here we are in Sharp, and guess what? It's raining. Doesn't that suck? It's been a lovely day today, and just as we get here it started to rain. Oh well, I think we've got a mile to get through Sharp, so our B&B's opposite end. We should be there in plenty of time. Day 5. Today is going to be long and undulating. According to the map, we're on 19.2 miles today.
I made nothing yesterday because it was 18 when it said 16.
Yeah, it didn't really work yesterday. I'm pretty sure we didn't get too lost.
We didn't get lost at all.
We had one diversion, but it wasn't very far. So this is the M6. That's where we've come from. Right there, the spiky one on the other side of the electricity thing. That's Kirsty Pike. Came all that way till yesterday. It took a while to get to Kirsty. So over there is Bowderdale, that we came down when we were doing the Dales Highway.
Hopefully.
Wow, this is spectacular, it really is. We're just thinking that Steph might just be able to give this a quick push. We've sort of got Orton on our right at the moment. I think this is roughly where we rejoined the path after we stayed in Orton 10 years ago. 10 years ago! Yeah, still can't get over that. Looks like we're going to pick up, yeah, and then you see some bouncy heads over there. I think that's Neil and Richard again. Looks like a real big field of limestone crag over to your left.
Oh yeah, oh that's where we walked through when we did that trekking route.
Oh, Steffi's just given me her last mint. We're dropping down to Kirby Stephen now. We've only got a couple of miles to go. Well, when I say a couple of miles, what I actually mean is 2.88. Ish. All numbers are ish. In theory, we should be there for 27 minutes past 4. Again, all numbers are ish. We're doing 3.1 miles an hour. I would suggest that that's ish. Because it says 3.2 now.
Bit like a map reading. Very ish.
Ish. So this is the start of day 6. Which runs from Kirby Stephen across to Keld. Which isn't terribly long.
Yeah.
Nick and Rachel at the Old Croft house.
Yeah.
They recommended going towards Eubank Scar rather than following the conventional route by the side of the quarry. The weather, of course, because we booked it,
It's good,
it's
Joe.
fabulous. Hey, it's warm now. It's only 10 o'clock.
I know.
We were promised bluebells. Exhibit A. This is Eubank Scar. Isn't this amazing? Look at this. Isn't this fantastic? Well, that's Lake District right behind us, just poking up there. Anyway, better get on. Steph's off. She's a woman in a mission. So that long climb up here from Cape Stephen down there has brought us up to the 9 standards. There's 2 there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I'm standing here on purpose because all the water that lands where I'm sat or stood all ends up in Cumbria and vaguely Lancashire. Where Steffi is now, with her own mate Hill, all the rain that lands where Steffi is all disappears into Yorkshire. Look at the bogs. That's all you have to do now, is just look at the bogs.
We had to go through them last time.
When we did it 10 years ago, none of these flags existed. That was our footpath. Well, we have found a few bogs.
You?
A few. Lots and lots of bogs. And some of them have been quite deep actually.
Yeah, you said me first.
But I seem to, I find that if I send Steph through first, if she doesn't go too far into it, a bit like here, just watch. No, see, she's fine there. If I go first, because I'm just a little bit heavier,
Little bit.
I tend to sink. Well, it's got to be said that navigating around here is interesting. Hit and miss, should we call it?
Yeah.
It's not a bad place to get lost, but I won't like to get lost for very long. Because I think it would be, yeah, in the fog. Can you imagine what it'd be like trying to get through here in the fog? Look at this lovely place up ahead. Somewhere we can stop, get refreshments, and then carry on with our tired feet. So the closer we get, the more industrial this place is. Well, I haven't seen any yet, but up there's going to be peregrines and all sorts of things. You can hear them all whistling away. I want food! Our pint of beer is just up ahead, just behind those sheep. We have had so many lambs today, it's untrue.
Not literally.
No. Still trying to decide what to have for my tea.
Joe.
May involve mint sauce.
Joe.
Day 7. And we're off to Reef.
Found it.
The sun is out again. It might be a little warmer than it was yesterday even. When we came down here, I took a picture of that and Steph says, why have you taken a picture of that? Everybody's got a picture of this. Looks like a lot of people sit on it as well, look. It's very shiny.
Yeah.
And this is the other half of that tractor. See, we could have gone that way. See that way? That's the low route through Swaledale. That is the River Swale. We're going up via all the hushes. More later. So, more on hushes. It's basically strip mining. So what they used to do was build a dam at the top of the hills, let it all fill up with water. There's a lot of water comes around here. And then once it was full enough, let it all go and it'd strip all the top off the soil and things and just leave the ore behind. It's just magnificent, actually. Well, that was hard. think probably harder because of the temperature. We've actually got a bit of a breeze now, which is lovely. Well, there's nothing in the valley. Kind of takes your breath away. Clearer to see the hushes now on this side. But all of these are all done in the same way, all this strip mining. Fascinating. I know this is all industrial, but it's got a certain amount of charm. Now that it's all being just driven into the dirt, isn't it? Mother Nature always beats everything. Welcome to the lunar landscape. So barren. Don't know how long it'll be before nature finally creeps up on this lot.
Bit of grass on there.
But it will. I should really look this up before I started recording. Tell you what I'll do, I'll put a little sign underneath here that says this is where we are now. Obviously on the route down to Reeth. Another 4 miles or so yet, mind. Right, so I've looked it up and it's the Old Gang Smelting Mills. Don't know what they used to smelt. What would they smelt around here?
What would they do all that they're taking out from the ocean?
Yeah, but what would it be? What sort of ore? Iron? No, it doesn't.
Lead?
Lead ore. I'd go for lead.
Lead.
Yeah, we'll go lead. Proof, if proof needed. YDNP. What's YD?
Yorkshire Dales National Park, you great lummox.
Ah. This is full on cock action, this. Having a right go at each other. So that's where we're going on a very hot day. There's a pub in there called The Buck, and that's where we're going first. We do have an excuse, we can't go into our B&B until 4 o'clock.
And it's 2:45.
And it's only 3:15, so we've got to do something with ourselves. That something will be drinking beer. This is the beginning of day 8, and we're on our way to, well, just past St Giles Farm. Just past St Giles, just past Richmond and St Giles Farm.
Hello. How are you doing?
Decided it was time to wax lyrical about Swaledale because it's really lovely. The river's sort of gently working its way down. We've got wild garlic, we've got bluebells. It's a little bit cooler than it was yesterday. You may gather Steph's got her gloves on and a jumper on. I've got a
jumper on.
I'm wearing a jumper. Here's Steph. And there's cows. Well, what about the view that they have when they wake up in the morning? How fabulous. The sun's out. Happily it's not as warm as it was yesterday.
And we're in the trees.
And we're in the trees.
That'll be a mad blackbird.
Blackbird having a mad moment. And a dingling from a GPS. All comforting sounds. There's Richmond just peeking over there. I know we're not staying there, but it's still a nice little thing to see on the way. We're, don't think you can see it, we're kind of around the 3-4 miles further on. We need to stop in Richmond for a short time though, because unhappily my glasses are bust. So I've got to find something I can keep on my head so I can read the maps.
And he's blind as a bat without him.
It's absolutely true. Well, when it comes to reading I am. Well, that was Richmond. I've got a new pair of specs, $2.99. Ideal. This is one of those difficult navigational question marks.
Where is the path?
Sometimes it's so hard to spot. Here we go, first one we come across. Steffi loves
Vomit!
Rapeseed. Absolutely loves it, she does.
Oh, yeah, right.
Look at it, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. There's another one over there. Here's St Giles Farm. You can actually hear the A1 from here. So we've already crossed the M6, we're about to cross the A1M. It's all downhill from there. There's an awful lot of this on tarmac as well, because it's 20 miles, well 21 miles now because of that diversion. We just have to keep our best feet forward.
Grin and bear it.
Grin and bear it. So we got a full day's worth of this today.
Lovely.
Never mind.
Can't wait.
Does it not remind you of our scrambled eggs on toast for breakfast?
No, the scrambled eggs on toast are absolutely delicious. That stuff is foul.
Yeah,
Should be banned.
good point.
The oil is delicious, don't get me wrong. That oil that it produces is delicious, but that stuff is minging.
So this is Bolton on Swale. I suppose if you screw your eyes up, you could say it's a bit prettier than Bolton on Bolton.
Yeah, just a bit.
It's just a road, but it's quite pretty. We've got a lot of roads, so we might as well enjoy the ones that are pretty.
Miles and miles of the bloody stuff.
Lots of tarmac. Look, I found something interesting to take a photo of.
Other than rape and tarmac. Bodies!
So once again we find ourselves in a quandary. Which way should we go? That way.
That way.
Yeah. Oh, weary legs.
Very weary legs.
Very weary legs. Anyway, we're within spitting distance. I was going to say with a run up in a following wind, but just the moment I don't think I could run.
No runnel.
No. But it's sort of around the corner. It's been a long day.
How's that?
In fact, I don't think I've done any vid clip in about 10 miles.
No. It's been
Just
agricultural field after
Yeah.
agricultural field of Steffi being scared of walking through a cattle field.
oh, you've done a few cattle fields today,
I've done loads.
and Steph's done them all. Anyway, that's the end of day 9. So that's what we're on now. We're on 19 point many. No, we're on 19 point. I've not got my glasses on. 19.4. Did that say 4?
19.8.
Oh, okay, 19.8. I really do need my glasses. We've only got half a mile to go, so that's it. Well, this is the morning of day 10. We're off to Chopgate. Is that Claybank Top?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's sunny again. We do Adam and Eve it. We've got a lot, yeah, we've got a bit of climb today, haven't we?
Yeah, nearly 1,000 metres.
And there's only 12 miles, so it's going to be quite steep. What we're going to fight into today, Steffi? Yesterday I saw a stoat.
Yeah, it was totally different.
It's totally different from weasels.
Lots of minging rabbits.
Lots
They
of-
really were minging.
Lots of rabbits. Not seen much bigger though. We did see a couple of buzzards.
Oh yeah.
We spent all week waiting for a buzzard, and 2 of them came along at once.
Won't see any today because of the fruiters, the grouse fruiters.
Well, it's
never
very
does
grouse
fools.
hunting today. So
Yeah, they're all a bit knobby round here. Bev wasn't. Bev
well, she was from Hull.
Ah, she was normal.
Hull's normal for Yorkshire.
Yeah. The given value of Yorkshire.
We're giving value of normal in Yorkshire. Right, I'm off. So we're pretty much looking at the way that we came yesterday.
Because we were looking towards these all the way.
We're looking towards these all the way. They seemed so far away yesterday. Turns out they were 20 miles. This is our first view of the North Yorkshire Moors Cleveland Way route path that we're going to follow. Just in the distance there. I wonder if you'll pick that up. That's Rosebery Topping. Is that right? Rosebery Topping? Looks like a pyramid. Anyway, just follow those blokes. There's 2 blokes going down there. I'm saying blokes. Might not be blokes. But we're following them. That's where we come from. Lovely, isn't it? Trying to work out what that town is. Decided that can't bother to look it up. Terrible, isn't it? And this is where we're going.
Hello.
Uphill, obviously. Another tradition that we have to do is dig the trig.
The trig. Tig.
480 metres. This is not a bad view for lunch, is it?
Oh, rather pretty actually.
Middlesbrough, apparently, that over there. If you can see it.
In all the gloom.
So we just dropped down off the top of there now. We're going to the Buck Inn at Chop Gate. It's round here. Well, it's not round here. It's round here. It's a couple of miles. What we were supposed to do, apparently, is get to a car park at Clarebank Top, give the pub a ring, and they'd come and get us. Well, that kind of spoils the point to me. What do you think?
Spoils the point to me.
Yeah. The idea is on a walking holiday.
It's a walking holiday.
It's a walking holiday.
These things to walk.
It's not a catch a taxi holiday. Got roughly 20 miles to do today. All distances are ish. And we should get there by 4 o'clock ish.
No, 5.
5 ish. Alright. We might have lunch around about lunchtime ish.
Hello. You have your journey. Hello, come on now. Come on now.
So we've just said bye bye to the Cleveland Way.
Blowworth crossing.
Blowworth crossing. So now we're just sticking to the train tracks.
Courtesy of Mr.
Beeching. And off we go. So we've just stopped for lunch at the Lion.
Lion in at Blakey.
It's a bit of a tradition, stop at the Lion in at Blakey. It's almost written into Wainwright's law, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it does mean we're on the road for a little while. We're here. And we go right the way around there, right the way around there. Over there somewhere.
Where that car is.
Yes, it's lunchtime. We've done 8.5 miles ish. No, we've done more than 9 miles. There's the thing. Only about double that to go. So all those tramp stags and historic vehicles, kind of takes your mind off A, your feet, will be the landscape. Look at that, it's lovely, isn't it?
Hi.
Now this is an improved building since last time we came past 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It was tumbled down.
Yeah.
It actually looks like it's used now. We finally convinced ourselves that the haze in the distance is actually the North Sea.
That's what?
That's definitely sea. We're now coming down into Glaisdale. Not as far away now. Achy feet. Good morning. This is the final day, day 12.
Day 12.
We're heading off to Robin Hood's Bay now.
Quite sad.
In a very indirect route, obviously.
Very indirect. Only about 7 miles out.
Ooh, hang on a minute, it's going to be wobbly. I'm going to stop. Today's going to be warm.
Very warm.
Very warm. Hat off warm. Steam train at Grossmont.
Yeah, well there's a big one just gone through as well.
This is the one in 33. 33% rather, 1 in 3. For most of the time coming up from Egremont.
Grossmont.
Grossmont.
Egremont's near.
Wrong end of the country. In the 5 miles it's taken us to get to here, we've done more metres climb than we did in 20 miles from St Giles Farm to what's it there, Ingleby Arnside. And I think most of that was just from Grossmont, a couple of miles back. That was hard work. This is flat now though. For a bit. We're getting pretty close to the coast now. Just over there is Whitby. bit obviously is right on the coast. We don't go as far north as that. We're kind of over here somewhat. We've done quite a bit on the road. Just now we're doing quite a bit in a bog. Yellow vision and smelly vision. Normally we complain like mad about a field full of yellow, but that really is rapeseed. This is just absolutely fantastic. It smells of coconut. When the sun comes on it, the wafts of coconut that come along are fantastic. And here is an awful lot of coconut. So we're not quite at the coast. It's difficult to tell here. You can see the sea there, and I think there's a fog bank that's going along it. And I think that fog bank goes right around inland there, and I think that Robin Hood's Bay is in the middle of it. We'll find out in about an hour.
Journey's end.
Journey's end.
I'm getting quite tearful now.
Coastal deposition.
I got a blip. Number 2 time. Coastal deposition. I can't say it. Coastal deposition. Coastal deposition. Oh, you only got what? You didn't even get a bounce. Ha! I won.